fake banana.
It's really not good. That's really not good.
I'm really sorry.
And then it lingers.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's been the general reaction around here. Welcome to Snack Talk, the show that answers every snack-related question you could possibly imagine. You know, the movie theater experience has really changed in recent years. It used to be that you had a stiff chair and you could barely get Twizzlers, but now you've got giant, relaxing chairs and you can practically get an entire meal right there in your seat. But one thing has not changed. You guessed it, popcorn. But have you ever stopped to wonder why exactly is buttered styrofoam the #1 cinematic sidekick? It's been a mystery until now. Our guest today is going to help us get to the bottom of this. You may know him from movies like Wet Hot American Summer or legendary comedy groups The State and Stella. He's also got his own podcast about snacks. Mike and Tom Eat Snacks. Please welcome Michael Ian Black. Don't worry about it. Just
Do I have to pay for that now?
No. You can't break popcorn. Please welcome.
Hi.
Here.
I have to welcome myself?
Please welcome. All right, so Michael, you are here to help us get to the bottom of movie theater snack. So this episode is all about movies and, of course, therefore, popcorn, because this is the #1 movie theater snack. What is your relationship with popcorn like?
When eating popcorn at a movie, I feel like my instinct, is to make it as buttery as possible. But now I know that doing that is essentially painting my arteries with plaque. And so I'm reluctant to add additional butter or butter substitute to the popcorn. My hope is always that it just kind of comes like that they've already pre-buttered the popcorn so that I can absolve myself of responsibility. And I can say to myself, well, I didn't know, and I've already paid $45 for this tub of popcorn. What am I to do? I almost never, if I'm by myself at the movies, I never buy popcorn. If I'm with my stupid children at the movies, they always want popcorn. And so we generally share a medium-sized popcorn.
So we're here to get to the bottom of all things movie theater snack related. And to help us with this, I've come up with a little segment that I like to call the Snackademy Awards.
Are you looking for a reaction from me? Like, oh, that's great.
The Snackademy Awards.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic. So we know that popcorn and maybe nachos or even hot dogs, they kind of have that top shelf billing, you know, in movie theaters. And so I feel like every great snack needs a supporting snack. So the nominees for Best Supporting Snack are
Reese's Pieces, Snow Caps, Milk Duds, Raisinets, and Sour Patch. And these are in support of what? Because to me,
so
I would get an either or. I wouldn't get nachos and these, I don't think.
Well, I think that a lot of people like to combine these with popcorn.
Oh, with popcorn.
Yes, and one of these, very specifically, I think is best paired with popcorn. And unlike the actual Oscars, we have actual people of color. Look, that guy's green, that guy's blue.
Well, all right, so if we're just talking about pairing with popcorn, you're never going to pair Sour Patch Kids with popcorn.
That was my choice.
No, you don't do that. It's a chocolate-based combination.
Yeah, but let me defend the Sour Patch Kids. This is the only time in the movie theater where you will encounter acidity.
What you need is sweet with salty.
I see.
My palate, when I'm at the movie theater, isn't going, how acidic can I make this experience? That's never a thought that's going through my mind.
Fair.
Sweet and salty, absolutely.
Okay.
Milk Duds do not work.
Okay. Why so?
Because the popcorn kernel is easily chewable. The Milk Dud is an arduous trek that you really have to undergo with full concentration. You can't just casually eat a Milk Dud. So you can't combine it with the popcorn, because by the time the Milk Dud is gone, the popcorn will have been gone for days. Also, you can't eat a box of these.
Chocolate, caramel, all in one. You eat them at the movie theater and you eat the whole box, even though you think you're only gonna eat 1 or 2 or 3 and you're gonna share, you're not, you're gonna eat the whole thing. Bam.
So what you're left with popcorn, are Raisinets, Snow Caps, and Reese's Pieces. I would suggest any 3 of these could work. It really then becomes a question of palate.
Snow Caps? Really?
It's the simplest of the combinations. I agree with you, it's probably the worst of the 3. So let's eliminate that.
Great.
Now, you've got a problem. You've got Raisinets and Reese's Pieces.
Thank you for pronouncing it the right way.
As opposed to what?
An 8-year-old who says Reese's Pieces.
I'm gonna give the edge here to Reese's Pieces because the melt factor. And when you're combining hot with meltable, I guess I want to take advantage of the meltability of the Reese's Pieces. And also, I don't want to have even a hint of health with the Raisinets.
Fair.
So I think Reese's Pieces is the winner of this particular category.
Fantastic. Well, there you have it. The winner for Best Supporting Snack is Reese's Pieces. The nominees for Best Foreign Snack. So here we have Bananko.
Yeah, Bananko.
Which is, I believe, is a Croatian snack. Here we have the Swedish fish, which were invented in Sweden and then copied here in America. Then we have sunflower seeds, which I believe are very popular in Spain. I don't know what the spit situation is like there. Maybe they just consume them all. Then gummy bears, the original. These are actually called Gold Bears, made by Haribo Company of Germany. I'll be honest, I'm very biased. They are truly one of my favorite gummy snacks.
You're biased towards.
Yes. They just make the best gummies. I love them.
Yeah, I won't.
And then, even though this is Japanese packaging, dried squid is very popular movie snack in South Korea.
Well, this is going to be a difficult category for me as somebody who is not an international movie goer.
I see.
And I think a lot of it is going to depend on context. So my instinct is to go all the way. My instinct is to be like, well, if the category is foreign, then I want to get the most exotic consumable to enhance my foreign movie-going experience. So my instinct is to go with the squid.
Have you ever had it?
No.
It's truly delicious.
Well, it's sitting right there.
Would you like to try it?
Not really, but I will.
All right, let's fire it up. I don't even know that I can open it. It's really quite good. I eat this very frequently.
How does it pair with Reese's Pieces?
Well, this has a desiccant, which you should not eat. But yeah, just try like
How will I know what the desiccant is versus the part that I'm supposed to eat?
This one, yeah, I don't know. It actually doesn't say.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
But I would take just a thread. It's kind of like string cheese, but meat of the sea.
Oh, I see.
It's fun. You can manipulate it. And it has a little bit of a fishy funk to it. But you can see how this would pair really well with, like, beer. I think of this as a fantastic beer snack.
Yeah, this is quite good. It's it's like a jerky. It's like a squid jerky.
Yes, exactly. Well, I'm inclined to agree with you. I eat this all the time. My wife and I, we really dig this kind of palette of stuff, and we eat this all the time while watching movies.
Great. I think that's a great choice. Now, just to sort of play this out a little bit. Swedish fish and gummy bears, both delicious, but both so closely associated with America to me at this point that I don't see how they can be contenders. And then Bananko, have you even tried? Have you tried this?
I have. It's not my jam, but
Is it a
might be
banana?
yours.
It's chocolate and banana?
Allegedly.
I mean, you can tell by looking at it.
That came from Croatia.
That's not going to be a delicious experience. It's got kind of a marshmallowy, taffy texture to it, and I suspect it has a kind of chemically.
There's a weird crunch to it as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Anywhere. Spit it wherever you like. It perfumes your mouth immediately with that vile, fake banana.
It's really not good. That's really not good.
I'm really sorry.
And then it lingers.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, that's been the general reaction around here. All right, so that's out of the question.
And as far as sunflower seeds go, this feels like a very viable snack to me at a movie theater. If you're not going to have popcorn, it's essentially the same thing. It's just a salty, crunchy, little kernel-y thing that you can mindlessly munch on.
So who's the winner?
I started out instinctively going with the dried squid, and I think I'm ending with the dried squid.
Fantastic. I'm right there with you. I'm going to have some just to celebrate. I wasn't sure if anyone would go for this, but I'm glad you did because I think it's a pro choice. Delicious. So this leads us to our next category, which I kind of enjoy as a movie, and I also think it makes for a great snack, and that is for best short. We're talking miniatures, small things, some even frozen. It's like mini versions of a real candy.
Oh, I see.
Like this is a miniature cookie. This is a tiny portable Butterfinger. A combo, I believe, is taking the place of a pretzel with cheese. That's a claim. Dibs, these are like frozen crunch.
These are frozen meats.
Yes, they're cousins.
Okay, these are terrible. I know that because I've tasted these professionally in my other work as a snackologist. I have eaten these critically, and they were very disappointing. As a kid who enjoyed them,
Right.
and then approaching them as an adult, terrible.
You're not into the textural juxtaposition?
I am if the flavors were good.
I see. Even the pizza one?
Oh, come on. I'm literally about to walk off.
I'm so sorry.
Cookie dough bites. It says try them frozen, and that seems like how you kind of want to eat them.
I would think so.
So, that's an easy way to eliminate these. Now,
They're easy to share.
well, these do say that they're easy to share. I would hypothesize that all of these are easy to share. So I don't know that Butterfingers get extra points for being easy to share.
Well, they at least advertised it. They're trying to bring us together.
Okay, so here's where I think we're at. We've got 2 crunch products and a Butterfinger.
Indeed.
If I'm gonna have a crunch product and I have the option of it being frozen into ice cream, I'm gonna take that option.
There you have it. Dibs.
So then I'm left with Butterfingers or Dibs. Now, there's a real problem with Butterfingers, to me, which is that once you reach a certain age, let's say it's my age, there's a fear with Butterfingers that you may lose a tooth.
Really? Because they're sticky.
They're so sticky that I always feel like I have some dental danger of eating them. And so there's really only one way to eat a Butterfinger, in my experience now, which is staccato. Short staccato bites that don't commit the Butterfinger center to
Back teeth.
the back teeth. So you have to,
You gotta do the incisor. You gotta, nibble it.
yeah,
I understand.
almost like a squirrel.
Right.
And surprisingly not delicious. When was the last time you had a Butterfinger?
I want to say I had one last week or so, but you know what I like? And maybe I'm just like trying to be an old man. I like Zagnuts.
Oh, that feels very hipstery to me. Do you put on your zoot suit when you eat your Zagnut and go swing dancing?
How are those? I want to try one of these.
Almost flavorless. Almost flavorless. I've eliminated every one now, and so now I have to go back to the ones that I eliminated.
I see.
Because I don't like either of those.
Best short. Who knew this would be so traumatic? Let's find out. What the shit? They're really small.
Really, really tiny. These are pebble-sized,
Yeah.
and also not very good.
I feel bad hating stuff. That sucks.
I'm going to lunch after this, and
I'm sorry. Where are
now
you
I
going?
have to try some Japanese place.
Dope.
Yeah, it's dope. But I'm not going to be hungry. But now I have to try the cookie dough just to make sure that that is also not a contender.
Oh, I hate the mealiness of the sugar in it. The sugar is undissolved.
You know what?
Combo's looking pretty good all of a sudden, huh? I get it. I like your rationale.
If you want to give it to combos by default, you're welcome to.
And finally, the nominees for Best Snackter and Snacktress. Nachos. Pretzel. Fries. Chicken tenders. Popcorn.
Popcorn's allowed?
Yeah, popcorn's allowed. I mean, you might have an argument for chicken fingers. I might have an argument for nachos.
You don't. Popcorn.
All right.
I mean, if you eliminate popcorn, then we've got a contest. But popcorn is going to win this every year.
Why?
Because it's f***ing popcorn at the movies, and the two are inseparable. Chicken fingers and movies, those are separable.
Fair.
Room temperature fries and movies, separable.
Got it.
This is an institution. This is the entire game right here. You can't even allow this into the competition.
Okay, then let's not.
Okay.
For the sake of having a show.
This is like the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. It should be called the Popcorn Award, given to another food product that rises to the level of popcorn, which none do.
Got it. Fair.
Of these, crap. Now, none of these work for best anything.
Okay. There we
But
have
this, absolutely. I mean, you put it back in, then you've got your year after year after year winner.
it. Right.
It's the Meryl Streep of this category.
It really is. Well, thank you very much for helping us get to the bottom of all of these movie theater snacks, or alleged movie theater snacks. And I'm glad that you can confirm popcorn as,
Of course.
the best and #1 movie theater snack. But listen, I gotta give the people what they want. And what they want is to know why. They wanna know, why is popcorn the #1 movie theater snack? Do you know why?
I don't.
Well, I'll tell you. The answer is at the bottom of this tub of popcorn.
Well, how? I'm not going to plunge my arm in and root around in there like a pig looking for truffles. So, and I'm not going to eat this type of popcorn because, as I said, I have lunch after this. So I guess it will have to remain a mystery.
So now what are we gonna do?
I guess we'll never know. So, well, goodbye. Oh, wait.
Are you guys open?
Crazy Legs?
Crazy Legs, professional competitive eater, Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs, are you gonna help us get to the bottom of this?
I am hungry and focused. I'd love to have a little movie popcorn.
This entire thing is probably considered a snack to you.
That would be a large tub for everyone else, but for competitive eaters, we actually call that a small.
Wow.
A kid's small, to be completely honest.
Well, at the bottom of this is the reason why we eat popcorn at movie theaters. And we need to know that.
Well, let's find out. Mike, if you don't mind moving it towards me, you can
okay,
hold
yeah.
it even if you want.
Sure.
I did some research.
Okay.
Yeah, and I read
all
people
right.
like water.
I guess I'll move this over here just in case.
Yeah.
I'll put it down here.
Oh boy. You're gonna do squats too?
Are my fingers in any danger?
No, I think I'll recognize those because they're not buttered yet.
Okay.
I like the way you switched your hat. You can see there's some of the, and we're not judging, but some of the popcorn tragically falls to the ground. So,
I guess I thought there would be more to it, but it's really literally just eating popcorn. I mean, what else could you do? You have to eat it.
yeah. I mean, we don't have to. One does not have to.
But if you're going to eat it competitively, I mean, the whole
Jesus
point
Christ,
is
though.
you're eating popcorn.
Yeah.
And I can tell you by feel, he's nearly done with this tub of popcorn.
You and I were like bitching about a medium. That's way too much.
Is this at all uncomfortable for you at this point? No. You're fine.
I see it.
Oh, there it is. There's the card. And that will tell us.
Wow. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Crazy Legs. What does it say?
Well, it says, though originally wanting nothing to do with popcorn, movie theaters began selling it during the Great Depression because it was cheap to make and affordable for moviegoers, which kept movie theaters in business.
Oh, there you go. Very interesting.
That's interesting.
Michael, thanks so much for being here. Crazy Legs, thank you for joining us. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel 100%. I mean, Michael Ian Black is also my etiquette coach, so I was be sure to shut the door behind me, and he taught me how to eat the popcorn correctly.
I am very impressed by all of this, as I'm sure
And you
you
did great, by the way.
Oh, I appreciate
You did
that.
great.
Thank you.
I have notes, but otherwise
Oh,
you did great.
If you all have notes, comments, or burning snack-related questions, please leave them in the comments below. That's all for Snack Talk. See you next time. Thanks for watching Snack Talk. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to win this beautiful tub of cheese balls, all you have to do is guess the correct amount and leave your guess in the comments below. If you win, I'll mail the tub to you personally.